Have you ever wondered what actually happens after a cremation business receives a phone call? Most people never think about it until someone they love passes away. Behind these quiet buildings is a profession built on responsibility, precision, and compassion. Every day, trained professionals work behind the scenes to help families through one of the most difficult moments of their lives. This isn't a place filled with mystery. It's a highly regulated business where every step follows strict legal procedures, careful identification protocols, and professional standards. Today, we're taking an educational look inside a modern cremation business, from the first phone call to the final return of the ashes, to understand how this industry really works.
Let's step inside. For many cremation businesses, the day doesn't begin at 9 in the morning. It begins whenever the phone rings. That call may come from a hospital, a hospice, a nursing home, or directly from a grieving family. From that moment, the staff immediately begins coordinating transportation, legal paperwork, scheduling, and communication with the family. Unlike many businesses, there are no sales promotions or seasonal discounts. People don't become customers because they want to. They come because life leaves them with no other choice. Every interaction must be handled with professionalism, patience, and respect. Once transportation has been arranged, trained staff carefully transfer the deceased from the hospital, nursing home, or other approved location to the cremation facility. Specialized vehicles designed for this purpose are used to ensure a safe and respectful transfer. When the individual arrives at the facility, the first priority isn't the cremation itself.
It's identification. Every reputable cremation business follows multiple identification procedures before anything else happens. Personal information is checked, documentation is verified, identification systems are confirmed. Many facilities use metal identification tags or digital tracking systems that remain associated with the individual throughout the entire process. These safeguards help ensure absolute accuracy and give families confidence that every step is handled correctly. Only after every required document has been reviewed can the next stage begin. Many people imagine that cremation happens immediately. In reality, that's rarely the case.
The facility first confirms that every legal requirement has been completed. Death certificates, required permits, authorization forms, medical examiner approvals when necessary. Without these documents, the cremation cannot legally proceed. Meanwhile, the business is also coordinating with family members, funeral homes, cemeteries, veterans organizations, or religious representatives, depending on the family's wishes. Behind the scenes, office staff spend much of their day handling paperwork, phone calls, scheduling, and communication. In many cases, administrative work takes more time than the cremation process itself. Inside the facility, employees inspect equipment before every scheduled service. Modern cremation businesses invest heavily in maintenance and safety. The cremation chamber itself is an industrial machine designed to operate under strict environmental regulations. Temperature controls, air filtration systems, emission monitoring, routine inspections, preventative maintenance. Nothing is left to chance. Because if the equipment stops working unexpectedly, the entire business may come to a halt until repairs are completed. Unlike many industries, reliability isn't simply about profit. Families are depending on the business to deliver an essential service exactly when promised. So, how does a cremation business actually make money? Many people assume revenue comes only from performing the cremation, but that's only part of the business. Income often comes from several different services: transportation, administrative processing, required permits, the cremation service itself, urns, keepsake containers, memorial products, certified copies of documents. Some businesses also provide witness services, private family viewings, or partner with funeral homes that don't own cremation equipment. Instead of relying on one large payment source, the business combines several professional services into one complete package. Of course, running the business isn't cheap. Commercial property, insurance, employee salaries, specialized transportation vehicles, fuel or natural gas, electricity, equipment maintenance, building maintenance, environmental compliance, software, office administration, marketing, licensing fees, regular inspections. Every month, these costs continue whether the business performs 10 cremations or 100.
The cremation equipment itself can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, making preventative maintenance one of the most important investments the owner can make. One major equipment failure can delay services and create significant financial losses. Despite these costs, demand for cremation has continued to grow in many parts of the United States. Changing family preferences, lower overall costs compared with many traditional burial options, and increasing acceptance have all contributed to this trend. For business owners, that creates relatively stable long-term demand. But demand alone doesn't guarantee success. Families rarely choose a provider based only on price. They choose the business they trust. Reputation becomes one of the company's most valuable assets.
One mistake can damage years of credibility.
That's why successful cremation businesses invest just as much in professionalism and communication as they do in equipment. As the day comes to an end, paperwork is finalized. The ashes are carefully placed into the container selected by the family. Final documentation is completed. Arrangements are made for collection or delivery. For the employees, tomorrow will likely begin the same way. Another phone call, another family, another responsibility. While most businesses focus on selling products, this profession focuses on serving people during one of the most difficult moments of their lives. It's a business, but it's also a responsibility built on trust, compassion, precision, and respect. The next time you pass a cremation facility, you'll know that behind those quiet walls isn't just industrial equipment. It's a team of professionals working carefully behind the scenes to help families say goodbye with dignity.